now, for my next and final trick of the evening, I'm performing on my back porch, smoking a cigar while it's raining and thundering outside. I'm outside too. I am going to perform the world's greatest magic trick. I am going to make 6 black men and 1 critically wounded white man disappear right in front of your very eyes. You'll notice that no time will my fingers ever leave the end of my hands. This magic trick begins with an article from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, a very recent publication. Headline: Man in critical condition after beating on South Side. A man was beaten nearly to death early today on the South Side. The police chief said the victim was a white man who was pulled from his green Pontiac Trans Am, then was beaten by 6 black men who had been occupants in either a Chevrolet Tahoe or a GMC Yukon. Ta-da! No, that's not the trick part yet. Hold on. Okay, now let's put one of the men underneath this tarp, and pressed. Okay, we're gonna make him disappear. He's sitting in the chair. A little hocus pocus. Okay, boom! He's gone. What's left? A news story released later on in the day. What are the contents of this news story? Same story. Man in critical condition after beating on the South Side. But what are we missing? What are we missing? We're missing the descriptions that were in the paper earlier. They have been scrubbed out of the paper, later edition of the paper. Ta-da! Yes, that was quite magical, wasn't it? Well, I'm going to do something that we great magicians usually don't do. I'm going to tell you how this happened. 2011, a bunch of black activists in Pittsburgh got together. They told the editor of the paper. They met at a big meeting funded by the Heinz Foundation at the University of Pittsburgh, Pitt. They said, we don't like the fact that all of the portrayals of black people in your paper are either crime or sports. Editor said, great, we'll work on it. All of a sudden, the descriptions of the crime, the people committing the crime, the descriptions and the pictures started disappearing. Somebody didn't get the memo. Somebody didn't know the magic. One of the stage assistants in the middle of the magic trick blew it. They didn't have the bunny rabbit properly in the hat. And that's how you make one critically injured guy, and 6 black guys, including one 300-pounder, disappear. I talk about this in my book, White Girl Bleed a Lot. This exact the example in Pittsburgh, not this story, but the meeting in Pittsburgh, and of course, lots and lots of other examples. How in the new book, Don't Make the Black Kids Angry, how the press ignores, denies, condones, encourages, and even lies about black mob violence and black on white crime. Now, this incident took place at like 2 a.m. in South Pittsburgh, code word, back part of town. I don't know what somebody was doing at 3 a.m. A white guy was doing at 3 a.m. in that part of town, talking to 6 black guys. But if you read the Pittsburgh paper, the later edition, you would know less than if you had read the early edition. This is Colin Flaherty. Don't make the black kids angry. And don't let them disappear either. Talk to you next time.